In my own fiction, I've often struggled with notions of love and desire. In fiction, as much as possible, you want a reader to understand and even share the feelings of your main character. So if your main character is attracted to another character, how can you get readers to share those feelings? It's actually one of the greatest challenges of fiction writing, in my opinion, as evidenced by the countless examples of failure. There are a lot of ways to do it, including direct description, slanted description, and the most important technique of all, for me, which is also the most direct, a point of view character's internal response. In his great short story, Araby, James Joyce succeeds with remarkable economy in using all three of the techniques that I just mentioned. We first glimpse the object of Joyce's protagonist's longing at the doorstep of her house. He's at the railing, looking up at her, and we get a direct description. Her dress swung as she moved her body, and the soft rope of her hair tossed from side to side. It's a brief description, and it doesn't go into the specifics of Mangan's sister's features or body. We get the graceful motion, the silky clothing, the long soft hair, but the reader is allowed to fill in the physical details. Joyce is betting on the power of the reader's imagination to paint its own powerful personal version of Mangan's sister. Later, we get what I call a slanted description. While she spoke, she turned a silver bracelet round and round her wrist. The light from opposite our door caught the white curve of her neck, lit up her hair. It rested there, and, falling, lit up the hand on the railing. It fell over one side of her dress and caught the white border of a petticoat, just visible as she stood at ease. Note that this description is still avoiding specifics. Joyce doesn't describe her lovely blue eyes, her long aquiline nose. He doesn't even mention the color of her hair. Instead, we get these emotionally refracted images: a silver bracelet, the white curve of a neck, light falling on the border of a petticoat. They're images of feminine beauty, edged with hints of purity and innocence. And because they're refracted or filtered through the character's emotional state, we begin to register on a subconscious level not only that the person being described is lovely, but also that the character observing her is in love. For me, the most direct and effective portrayal of love in this story comes from the protagonist's internal response. I did not know whether I would ever speak to her or not, or, if I spoke to her, how I could tell her of my confused adoration. But my body was like a harp, and her words and gestures were like fingers running upon the wires. All my senses seemed to desire to veil themselves, and, feeling that I was about to slip from them, I pressed the palms of my hands together until they trembled, murmuring, oh love," many times. Readers understand what this protagonist is experiencing, having no doubt experienced something similar at some point in their lives, and the image of this young boy pressing his palms together and murmuring, oh love, is not only poignant, it's funny. Araby is a skillful story about a passionate infatuation and how such a desire can advance a protagonist toward a painful coming of age. Mangan's sister is never described physically, yet she stands as a literary archetype of feminine grace and purity. But it's Joyce's protagonist, portrayed with both poignancy and humor, who gives life and meaning to her beauty by way of the intensity of his desire for it. If you've enjoyed this video, I encourage you to check out the rest of my short video series, The Fiction Chronicles, available free on my YouTube page. Please like the videos if you enjoy them, and if you want, become a subscriber. Thanks for your interest, and I hope you have a great day.